Morning YouTube. It's Wednesday the 20th of October 2010. Me and Smiler have been doing some footage with the news and stuff over the last few days. I'm not sure what's on the tape, so I'm going to edit it up and just throw something up. But yeah, today I've been into town and sent a package to America to one of my friends. Hello! I've also got some picnic stuff because me and Laura are going down Cotswolds sort of area tomorrow, Forest of Dean and all that. Maybe for a night or so. I'm going to take the camera and take some pictures, so I'll do a video when I come back. Yeah, that's about it really. So I don't know what else to say really, other than there's not much going on. There's a blue sky today. If I turn it round, you'll see it as a brown sky because I've got it on sepia at the moment. And it's like 65 degrees Fahrenheit. The sun's out though. Like winter's starting to come. Done most of the stuff at the allotment. I didn't get much crop this year. I got enough crop of what I put in, but we didn't put enough variety in this year because I was getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning and all that, and since I've been getting up at 6, I've kind of got myself a social life, so I haven't been vlogging nowhere near as much as I should. I've had more energy, I'll be honest, but I haven't sort of been in much, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm going to take the video camera with me, so I'll get some video of puzzlewood. What the hell's that? It just looks strange because of a different colour. Yeah, that's it, I think. Not much more to say other than hello. Yeah, so I will follow up with some other crap that I've done in the last in the week or so. What I do is I just video random things as they happen now, and then every couple of weeks just like get a few together. I've got a problem with my USB port on this camera that when I plug something in, my computer doesn't recognise it. I have to lean a weight against it and then not touch the camera to transfer the files across, and it can be a pain in the arse. It can take me 10 or 15 minutes to get the computer to recognise it. So I really should invest in a new video camera. I have another one that I could use, but it's tape, and it's hassle. This is just hard drive, so I'm going to get another hard drive one. I've got enough money to do so. I was just saving for an Apple Mac computer. But my computer still works, so there's no point replacing it just yet. Even though it's 10 years old, it doesn't matter. It still works, still does the job, so I might just get myself a basic camcorder because I don't need anything majorly professional. It's not as if I'm making movies, is it? Oh, yes. Anyway, I shall catch you soon. Peace, love and light, and there's more to follow. Okay, bye. On YouTube, I don't know if it's me, but I think I found something a little bit suspicious. Okay, now, every day I check the sun for sunspots and stuff like that, and I check HAARP. Okay, now, HAARP was on. This is today, as you can see, it's the 25th to the 26th of September. Induction magnetite error. Well, if I go back to the previous day, the date sort of cuts off here, and then the previous day before, that's the 25th. There's no data for the 24th, and then there's data for the 23rd, and then off, okay? And that was the 22nd. Now, if I go to the latest 36 hours, we can see HAARP, 25th to 26th of December, start 8 o'clock on the 25th, all the way through to midnight on the 26th. And this is today, okay? So, at 10 o'clock, yeah, 10 o'clock, UTC time, HAARP was turned off, okay? We then go to the latest earthquakes in the world in the past 7 days. We roll down the page and we quite clearly see Indonesia, magnitude 6. And if we look here, it says the 26th of the 9th, 2010 at 12:39 UTC time. Okay, so at midday today there was an earthquake in Indonesia. HAARP was turned off about an hour and a half before that earthquake. Right, if we then think of the Haiti earthquake, I think it was 2001, the month would have been 01, and it was the 12th of, I think it was the 12th of January, I think. I get my days wrong here. Yeah, we are, right, here we go again. So the 12th of January 2010 on UTC time, it was turned off at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, yeah? That's the date of the Haiti earthquake. Now if we go back, is it Haiti? Is it Haiti earthquake? Could have been the Haiti one, I think it was the Haiti one. Haiti won one of the Chinese. There's a major earthquake on that day. Go back again, and there you go. It was turned on 2 days before. It was around 2 frequency. Okay, so on the 12th of January 2010 there was an earthquake. Let me just clarify that with finding something referring to it. 12th Jan 2010. That'll be something. Haiti earthquake, there you go. UTC time, it happened at 10 o'clock at night. You see it here? 10 o'clock at night. Okay, so then if we go back to this induction meter, it was switched off at 6 o'clock in the afternoon. Well, not 6 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so it happened about here. Okay? Now I find that quite strange. Yeah, that today the induction meter, you know, is switched off here. There's a little pulse here, switched off here, and it's 2 and 3, you know, it's just strange. And there's an earthquake in Indonesia, and I swear I heard something on the news about Indonesia earlier. What the hell was it? Christians wanting to worship on a Sunday in Indonesia and it being a Muslim republic. Yes, I heard that on the news. So that's quite... Is it me? Is there a media blackout on this? I haven't checked. Hold on, www.bbc.co.uk. Let's have a look, see if there's a media blackout. I need news. So Indonesia, that's Australia way, isn't it? Yeah, what's this? Tourist dying bus over here. So where is it then? No one's reported any fucking earthquake. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. But yeah, according to the other page I was on a minute ago, there was an earthquake today. It's that CMS, no, there's a news network that's got it, look. It's hit the scale, the Ring of Fire. The Ring of Fire's had a lot of things going on down there over the last few days. Yeah, the Haiti and Chile earthquakes remind us how these damaged things can be. Yeah, funny. Think of HAARP. I just find that quite bizarre. And HAARP was on the last couple of days because the skies in England have been a bit mackerel sky, you know. Where was the massive thunderstorm that should have followed? Thoughts, people. Hi YouTube. I've got British brainwashing on in the background. For those who don't understand what I mean, that's the BBC News channel. It's just shockingly full of propaganda fear today. It's like, oh, there's a national security what's his name, Security Council to be set up by David Cameron because the UK needs a security view. You know, terrorists could hack our computer systems, and the pandemic of the flu virus, and da 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 da. And it's just like fear. And I've also discovered that we've got the Russia Today channel, the TV. Let me see, hold on. Which is quite an interesting watch because it's kind of it's not monitored as much, right? It's not as sort of like I don't know. It's like Russia television. It hasn't got any corporate advertising, so it's like the BBC in that respect. They obviously it's government telly, but it's because they've not really had free media like that, like the rest of the world have. You know, since they dissolved the Soviet Union and all that, it seems to be not as monitored And it could have a sort of an anti-New World Order feel to it as well. There's been a few clips recently that have gone about, you know, the Yankee Doodle New World Order and stuff like that, and I'm like, what is going on? It's quite strange. So you can look at that and then look at British Brainwashing Corporation. Like the other day, they were talking about some kind of agreement between Venezuela and Russia to do with like a United Nations sort of thing, and the economy and stuff like that. And they actually mentioned it, you know, that other news channels would be distracting the public with such things as 33 Chilean miners. And I'll turn it over to BBC, and for an hour we were talking about the miners. It's like, oh, okay.
See which of those two bases will
currently on the British Broadcasting Corporation, we're having a defence review, and they're cutting loads of things. Fear, 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 what is it? Fear, 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 fear. Fear, fear. Before anyone mentions that I'm wearing an owl hat and that has kind of an Illuminati Bohemian Grove feel to it, I do apologise. I just think it's cool and it fits my head. Okay? Really? Oh, here we go. What's this?
Reminder for David Cameron and other ministers about how difficult and painful the results of their decisions on the defence budget may well be. And when David Cameron was on a visit this morning to the Joint Operations Headquarters at Northwood, he was giving a very good illustration of how difficult it will be for some people whose lives are affected by the decisions that he will announce in detail in about an hour and a half's time. He was questioned by a Harrier pilot. Of course, the Harriers, it sounds like they're going to go, who has flown more than 140 missions in Afghanistan. And in simple terms, he asked the Prime Minister how he would feel if he was facing the prospect of losing his job.
Oh, fucking hell. In it over the top bollocks, what the wars that we're fighting that we don't need to fight. Cut the whole fucking lot. Cut the lot. Cut lot. Just every single city have a nuclear fucking missile, right? So if anyone wants to attack, they're going to send a missile, aren't they? And you just send one back, they blow up in the air, and that's the end of it. No one will do it. Well, if we set off a nuclear bomb, America would set off one, then Russia, it'd all follow, because their equipment would sense it. We've seen the War Games programme. You know, how many fucking aircraft carriers and jet planes and boats do we actually need to defend what? Defend us from what? Terrorists. Everyone's a fucking terrorist. Because we don't conform to the system, we're terrorists. Oh, we're homegrown terrorists. So we grew in our own house. Did you know? It's ridiculous. Terrorist. When are people going to realise there's no such thing as terrorists? There's some loonies out there. I'm not going to deny it. There are some people who are a bit off key. Most of them are in government, but there are a few civilians, if you like, peasants like ourselves, who, white trash. We're not trailer trash though, are we? Because we live in a flat. An apartment. Oh, sorry, it's an American terminology, that is an apartment. We live in a flat, and we haven't got a lift, we have to climb stairs. What are we still going on about?
Now, you took a very close look at the process that's been gone through here, particularly in terms of the security review.
Oh, yeah, security review. How long is it going to be till you turn the internet off?
Protecting the country, or has it
protecting the country from what?
Looking for saving money.
Well, it's not been all about saving money. Quite obviously, the unspoken top line of.
What's our deficit, right? What is our deficit? What is this country's deficit? Do you know right now?
Health and overseas budget, security and defence on.
What's our deficit? Billion, isn't it? It's like billions or something.
Security is.
Well, say I don't think it's fucking 300 billion or anything stupid like that. It's billions.
What I think we've got to hope.
Right. Well, it's costing 5 billion to fucking build 2 aircraft carriers.
A whole lot of strategic thinking that has not.
Surely to God, just leave that. Just pay the deficit, and then afterwards, the change you get back, then start building it. Are people really this fucking thick?
Because a strategy is not something you stick on a shelf.
Right, when this review comes out, we need to know what they're spending in each area. We need to write it down, and then we need to analyse that, find out what the actual country's deficit is, and then from that work out what's going on. Because it's just ridiculous now. People.